Hello language learners, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is how to increase or build vocabulary. Before we start our today's topic, if you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon too. Let's get started. What is vocabulary? All words that are known and used by a particular person is called vocabulary. It is the set of words within the language that are familiar to that person. Whatever is there in our mind regarding any topic, any field, any subject is called our vocabulary. Why is it important? Words are a starting point without which no one can talk about people, places, things, actions, needs, and reactions, etc. Therefore, acquiring an extensive vocabulary is one of the great challenges in learning a language. It is not just to impress others, but to have a command on the language, it is necessary to build an extensive vocabulary. How does vocabulary help? Or what are the benefits or advantages of vocabulary? Number one, it is a key to communicate. Sometimes we want to discuss so many things, but lack of words becomes a hurdle in our way. So, vocabulary provides a key to communicate. Next point, it covers deficiency of grammar. When we speak, so many grammatical errors are overlooked by the use of impressive vocabulary. Next point, improves skills. Yes, it is correct that vocabulary improves all the four skills: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. Next point, that it is linked to academic success. If you are good in the vocabulary, it definitely boosts your academic career. And the last benefit is that it provides unlimited access to new information. So vocabulary opens new horizons to the new information. Types of vocabulary, or in other words, what are the different sources other than the five senses that helps us boost our vocabulary? Reading vocabulary, listening vocabulary, speaking vocabulary, writing vocabulary, passive vocabulary, and active vocabulary. Let's deal them separately with examples. Reading vocabulary. Using the sense of sight, our reading vocabulary is increased. It is the largest type of vocabulary because a reader tends to be exposed to more words by reading than listening. There is no doubt about it that reading novels, books, newspapers, etc. increase our knowledge beyond our imagination. Number two, listening vocabulary. The sense of hearing helps us boost our vocabulary, as a person's listening vocabulary is all the words he can recognize when listening to anyone. We can understand words we were not exposed to before using ears, such as the tone, gestures, etc. We can take examples of advertisement that their consistent and continuous use definitely increase some of the vocabulary words. Next type is speaking vocabulary. Speaking increases vocabulary in terms of discussions and debates regarding choices, etc. A person's speaking vocabulary is all the words he uses in speech. It is a subset of listening vocabulary. Speaking is the outcome of our vocabulary, and if we don't use our vocabulary in our speaking, then it is all useless, because practice makes a man perfect. Next is writing vocabulary. Writing is the best way to memorize the vocabulary forever. Our writing vocabulary is all the words we use in writing. Simply, we can say that many written words do not commonly appear in speech. Actually, when we are speaking, we use the colloquial and very informal expressions. But when we write, we use very formal and the unique expressions, making our writing outclass. And it can stay in our mind forever. Active vocabulary. It includes words that we know and use frequently in our speaking and writing. For example, vocabulary related to fruits pomegranate, guava, banana, avocado, etc. If we don't use our formal, informal, common and unique vocabulary more often, then it becomes passive, which is useless. It is necessary to use the vocabulary actively in the speech. Next is passive vocabulary. It is the vocabulary that we know, but we do not use them more often, like vocabulary related to galaxies, natural disasters, oceans, etc. Sometimes when we want to use our passive vocabulary, we become speechless, so it is better to use it quite often. So today we have discussed about building or increasing vocabulary, its importance, and the sources and the techniques which helps us increase our vocabulary. Hope you have understood it nicely. If you like the video, kindly comment and share. That's all for today. Take care.